This was it. After 30 minutes or so of crafting and preparing, we were ready to do our raid. We had 19 satchels and we were going after this little objective over there. It wasn't going to be a difficult task, but we were ready, and we were really excited to get this underway. The four of us headed out and headed up east. As we were heading up to the island where this base was located, we saw a naked and we were getting shot at from behind. I didn't think anything of the naked until we got up on the island, and the shots had quickly stopped after only maybe 2. They were from a few hundred feet away for sure, but I shot the naked because, well, I didn't want him to follow us, but I had great aim on it. Anyway, let's head back onto the journey. We were quickly approaching the base that we were about to raid. It was this one right in front of us with the blue sign. We weren't positive about what loot we were gonna get, but we were sure it was gonna be a good time. So, we got ready. Me and Chicken Noodle Soup were gonna be the lookout. These two were gonna blow in. As I headed to a vantage point, I saw somebody on the rock ahead of us. So, me and Chicken Noodle Soup headed up to look out and see what it was. We saw a base, but it kinda looked raided. But it wasn't. We saw the guy, we shot him down. I thought he was the only one, but I quickly started getting shot up. I thought I was about to die, but I healed up and Chicken Noodle Soup took the front lines. Chicken Noodle Soup shot down somebody who opened the door from that base, and there was another door open in front of it. So we were 2 doors deep inside of this base, and we were already raiding another base right next to it. So we did what we thought was best. Me and Chicken Noodle Soup decided to try and go deep on this base. So this guy decided to foolishly open the door, but both of them spawned in quite fastly. So we waited. I was hoping that they would just open the door, and, well, let's see. I was already making a reinforced door in the keypad because I knew we were going deep. I shot him down and he started talking. It looked like they were pretty new, but I still took most of their stuff. Well, all the good stuff anyway, because they were kind of loaded. For such a not very well made base, they were loaded. And, you know, they let us go deep, literally within 2 minutes. We took everything good, and I decided to help them up. We weren't going to take their base. It seemed like they kind of needed it. So I helped them up, and I said, just don't come in and counter our raid again. Or try to, at least. And I didn't think you could because, well, they didn't have mats. They had a few spears and a pickaxe or something, but it was the least of my worries. As soon as we finished doing that super fast, deep raid on that extra base of those counter raiders, we were already on this top floor. So, we were in halfway at this point. They were busting down the other floor already, and I was up here looting. And with this explosion, we were into TC room. It was awesome, but we were already loaded on loot, and we had so much more down there. At least, that's what I was told. So, I made my way down there, after making sure that there was nothing else really to check and loot. I didn't really see anything too important, so I made my way downstairs. I had no way of knowing that it was going to be a whole separate doorway, but we were in. They were blowing up the inside to get everything to despawn when we left, and, well, there was a lot of stuff. A bunch of metal frags, and a bunch of resources. This was really successful. A lot of extra guns too, and a bunch of low grade. Extra gun parts and a whole lot of metal frags, and I mean that sincerely. I had about 2.7k on me, and in total we got over 200 high quality metal from this and that extra base right there. This was insane. We were doing great. A bunch of metal springs and so many extra little things. It wasn't the best base, but it was definitely worth it. After finishing our looting, we were about to head back to our base. We were all pretty stacked, but the naked who tried to counter raid us told us there was somebody on the hill who was trying to shoot us. I didn't know if I believed him or not, but I guess I was going to take his word for it. He only was naked and he didn't have a sling, so it was worthwhile to get and trust him. I shot him anyway because, well, no chances can be taken during a raid. You have to understand, it's not because I'm being rude, it's because you can't take chances during a raid. What if he tried to kill me, man? But that's besides the point. We were about to leave, and Dad saw the enemy on the hill. I couldn't really see him, so I didn't really shoot, but everyone else was shooting at him, and a few hits were taken off on him. I thought I saw him for a second, but I wasn't really sure. This was getting a little bit heated, but we had a lot of loot on us and we shouldn't even have been risking it. We needed a head back, and we needed a head back now. So that's what we decided to do. We were going. Off we went. We were about to go home, and we were not going to stop at any cost. We were going to go back and get there. We had to wait for two of our members, however, for a second, because they were grabbing a few more things, but we were about to get back, and we were so excited. But at this point, we saw something. Somebody in chat was talking about how we were rating people and how and then they put our chords in chat. We saw this in chat, and well, it wasn't very pleasant to hear. So we had to rush back fast. We didn't want to risk anything at any cost. So that's what we did. We were approaching our home, and well, we were trying to make sure that no enemies were nearby since that guy dropped our cords, and nobody seemed to be near. I got inside, and right as I got inside, our other buddy logged on. Now he wasn't authorized by the auto turret yet because, well, we placed it after he last logged on. So I thought I was about to die. And thankfully I didn't. And this entire raid was a success. We were stacked on loot now, and we had so much stuff. I was really proud that we pulled that off. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching this YouTube video. I really appreciate it, and I had a great time making it. This was a great little Rust narrative, and I'm really sorry for not uploading more, guys. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. If you have anything you'd like to say, or would just like to talk, comment below and I'll get back to you. I normally respond to most comments. And seriously, thank you if you watched all the way to this part of our video. And this guy right here, he was the guy who put our chords into chat. With that being said, I'd like to thank you all very much, and have a great night.